Welcome back to DigiBros, everybody.
Conrad just fucking clipped the shit out of the PS4.
Yeah.
Plummeting it to the ground, and it's just fine. It's a tough console. It's a badass brick.
I knew that was gonna happen because there's cords all over the place. I'm trying to get to the fucking bathroom and I can't squeeze through all these fucking narrow ass shits.
Ooh, flamey demon scar. Wind scar!
Ugh.
Tetsuki! But Saiga!
Man, I really hope I can get the RV, and here's why. Because I dream of having the mobile anime fortress.
Yes.
Like, the coolest part to me... Okay, so, Casey Neistat.
The man.
He's got his fucking office.
His workshop.
His workshop. His, what does he call it?
I think it's his office.
Yeah. Casey Neistat's office is the coolest room in the world.
Hey, babe.
It's this big, huge space that he's had for 10 years. He's done all kinds of shit to it, and it's just immaculate. And what's so cool about it...
Firelink Shrine.
Oh, I did not.
See, that's the well. They're in Firelink Shrine. It's kind of,
God.
you know, vaguely Firelink Shrine, but it's that. I guess it's what people have decided it is. It's Firelink Shrine.
Sure.
It kind of vaguely looks like it, so that's what it is.
Close enough.
Yeah.
So, Casey Neistat's off. Oh, well,
Yeah,
this is obvious.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty on the nose.
His fucking office is the most immaculate place in the world. And what's so cool about it is that it's all about accessibility. It's just, it looks chaotic because it's just shit everywhere, but it's all meticulously organized so that any situation he immediately has what he needs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anything he's filming in there, it's lit in such a way that it always has good lighting. You can stand anywhere in there and just he turns the lights on and there's good lighting everywhere.
You ready for some sick shit?
Sure.
Let's do it.
He can turn the lights on and there's good lighting everywhere. He has a million cameras on hand for every different purpose. If he needs to make something, he's got tools. He's got all kinds of shit, man. So like you'll see him just, you know, modify a camera in 5 seconds because he's got all the equipment right there on hand. It's super cool. My room is the worst organized space in the world because it's not built for servicing everything. It's like there's probably 3 different areas of the room that I film in, and every time I have to move a bunch of shit. I always have to reposition my microphones, move a bunch of chairs around, move the lights, you know, like find a way to make this look right.
Boom. This is one of the most interesting areas. This is the Ring City. But it's super cool because it has like that Middle Eastern kind of like building aesthetic, and like that's never been in any Souls games.
Yeah.
It's like that's super badass. What this made me long for is that I hope the next game in this, like if they do another one with a similar art style that's not, you know, Dark Souls or Bloodborne or whatever, I want it to be Egyptian horror.
That would be cool.
I want it to be like pyramids
that would be very Dark Souls.
Like, yeah.
Because Egyptian stuff is all about death.
It would be fucking cool, like Egyptian style horror, because that's never been done, especially in a video game. Like, maybe Prince of Persia comes the closest, but to take like a desert horror aesthetic would be fucking awesome. You go into pyramids and shit and fight mummies. God, that would be the greatest thing ever made.
Pretty easy to imagine it working.
It's like, whoa, man. Look, we're gonna go down there. We're gonna fuck shit up down there, man. Actually, not down there, but down here. We're gonna go down there.
Shit, yeah.
Down there, you don't really get.
Oh! Instantly killed by like 80 archers. What were you thinking?
Enjoying the scenery.
Are those fucking ghosts?
Yes.
Are those fucking ghost archers? There's like 50 of them. What do you do?
It's a pretty neat segment.
Holy shit.
I'll show you. Now that I'm gonna show it to you, it will eliminate all of the fun and challenge of discovering it yourself. But
well,
yeah.
I'll just look away or not pay attention. I forgot I haven't played this yet. That was part of why I didn't want to do it on DigiBros because I hadn't played it. But
whatever. Yeah. It's still great, even if you. I mean,
who knows when the fuck I'll get around to this shit. I watched
gonna,
all the other Souls
You're basically
games.
gelling over all of this anyway, so it'll be a new experience.
Yeah. So the what the fuck was I talking about? I literally don't remember. You started talking about Egyptian shit and
ruin armor.
What the fuck was I talking about?
I'm gay.
No, no. Don't meme me out of this. I feel like I was making a point.
Fuck, I really don't. You're Anime Fortress.
Oh, yeah. Thank God. I never would have remembered that. Yeah, so Casey Neistat's office. Perfect.
Yeah.
This room,
okay.
shit. Nothing's organized. I have to move everything every time. I have all this great equipment. It's just not in a good setup. Now, when I watched, because MKBHD, the tech channel, did a video where he went to Casey Neistat's office and like explained all of it.
Yeah, which is great.
And I mean, I had a pretty firm understanding of it already from watching so many of his vlogs, but like seeing it all that way was like, I need to build this for myself.
I've always wanted it too. I just, you know, you need the space and the years of collecting tools, you know.
Yeah. Well, for me, like a big thing would be cord management. Like,
yeah.
There should be a station that is where these mics are. You know, like, I shouldn't be constantly moving my microphones around the room. I should have a setup where they're just in the right place that makes sense, and the cords are, like, stapled to the ceiling, you know, so that they're not constantly having to be moved around. But the thing is, I've got my closet, which is where I record main channel videos, you know? Like, if it's something that needs super pristine audio, I do it in the closet. Then I move that microphone out to the middle of the room for like Manga Mondays and shit. And then I move it over here for DigiBros, over to the desk.
Oh god,
So it's just
put my shield.
It's just so much moving equipment around. And I'd rather have it all just right where it belongs, you know? I'd love to buy even more microphones, just so I have like a microphone in every part of the place where I could possibly need one. And all the cords are always managed, and I'd have multiple preamps, you know, like I just want it to be ready when I've got some shit to say. I don't want to have to spend 10 minutes setting shit up, you know, or 5 minutes or whatever. It's not even that it's that big a pain in the ass. It's just that, like, it's constant. It's every time I want to film something, everything has to be moved. And then it all has to be moved back so it's not in the way, you know? And, like, and just the thought of having such a well put together studio like Casey has, it's just, yeah, you know, it's fucking rad. I just want it. And so I thought about it, like, when that NKBHD video came out, I was like, man, I could do that to my room right now, but I'm probably going to move soon, so it would be a waste. And the other thing is that this room is built in such a way to prioritize being a bedroom, you know? Like, there's a bed in here, there's my, you know, the bathroom on the other side of the room, there's, like, so much anime crap everywhere, you know, like, there's just bullshit all over the place. It's disorganized and it's a mess. And there's too many bulky objects in the middle of the room to, like, make it a studio. So what would be super fucking rad if I had an RV is that it's a very dense little space. And I could just make it perfect. Like, I could have the space, like, wherever the couch is where you watch TV and use the internet would also be the one with the anime posters behind it that is set up to be a set. Yeah. You know, like, the same place where I film vlogs would be where I do Let's Plays, where I do main channel videos, and the microphones would always be there. And they'd be set up and hooked into the interfaces just right, and it would just be like, anytime I'm recording anything, I plop down in that spot and I get it done, you know? Not all this weird moving shit around and going to different parts of the room shit. Like in this room, I can't ever film at my desk, which I'd love to do, because not only is the background not the best, but the lighting is shit over here. Yeah. You know, like, because just the way that the natural lights in my room are set up, it looks the worst if I'm at my desk.
Spooky man.
And you'll know if you've watched my vlogs that are filmed at the desk, they always look like dog shit. So, you know, having that just right setup, and I can just imagine it. I can imagine, like, getting the RV, parking it in the yard outside the house, and then spending, like, a week just perfecting it, you know? Yeah. Getting everything in just the right spot, you know, taping the cords to the roof, putting in just however many anime posters can fit you know, because it'll be built to, like, this room is so huge that I'm just filling it with shit. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to a lot of it. It's just like, let's cover up all the white space. We could put a poster here, we could put a poster here, you know, whatever. If I have this small space, I can tailor the poster setup to be just right, to have just the right number of manga volumes in the background. And a lot of stuff's going to get left at this house. You know, a lot of shit's going to get boxed up and put in the attic. The DVDs, all of them. I don't buy DVDs anymore. There's no expansion of that collection. I don't watch the ones I have, you know.
Exactly what I did. I left all my DVDs here. Yeah,
like, DVDs are dead to me, you know. But manga, that can come, because I do a manga show, and I actively read them, you know. Might not bring all of them, might leave behind all the shitty ones that I don't care about that I bought 10 years ago, but but a lot of manga will come with me. Video games, probably only going to bring the PS4 and the games for the PS4, you know, like, not going to bring 3 consoles, because when will I ever play them? You know, so I'm gonna make it precise. Everything about this thing, whereas my room is just a sprawling abyss of chaos. It's just new shit comes in and it just lingers, you know. The half of my room right now is occupied by a bunch of bullshit I've been sent in the mail that doesn't have a place yet.
It is incredible, the amount of bullshit you've been sent in the mail that's just sitting around.
Because people like the last package I got of just like every magazine this guy had laying around, you know, like, that's not coming with me in the RV. That's going to stay on the shelf, you know. Yeah. I might bring some anime magazines, since I've never actually launched the anime magazine series that the whole mail thing existed for. Partly because I received a disappointing number of anime magazines. Like, I didn't think about the fact that anime magazines are kind of a dead medium, and that most people would have thrown their old ones away, or most people aren't even old enough to remember them, or have never had an interest or collected them. So, yeah, I didn't really receive that much. That's why
magazines are a dead meme.
Yeah. Like, I have like every volume of Otaku USA, but that's like the least interesting one. Yeah. You know, and I only have that because it's still been running all this time. Like, I really want a classic
spooky guy.
Yes, that is
pretty cool. Pretty edgy.
Whoa.
It's definitely one of the edgiest looking Dark Souls guys, and he uses fucking Gwyn's fucked up fire attack, and he killed me real fast. He looks like
he's related to Gwyn somehow.
Those are just the normal guys around here.
So they've got the dark sign on.
That guy who just fucking trashed me immediately, that's just the guys.
So
I usually just run right past them.
So yeah, I just love this idea of like taking this little apartment on wheels and curating it to be a perfect studio. It'll have everything, will be in its right place. And it'll be like, you know, it'll work like clockwork. And the reason I want that so badly is that, like, I am really into this idea of the room as a fortress. Yes. As a place that you go to escape from the rest of the world and be alone, and where you're always comfortable there. You always feel like, this is what I have to come back to, you know? Yeah. Anytime I'm away from home for more than a couple days, I get antsy. I feel like I haven't been... It's like a... What's a video game I can compare this to? I guess the Nexus. It's like the Nexus in Dark Souls or Demon Souls. Like, you always feel paranoid if you haven't gone back to the Nexus to cash in your souls. You know, like anytime you haven't gone back, you're like, oh, how much farther am I gonna go? Like, how much longer am I gonna be out here? Because if I don't get back to the Nexus, then I can't be sure that I'm safe. You know, that's how I legitimately feel in everyday life. I'm like, you go to Atlanta for 5 days, and it's like, this is a fun time, but I'm not sleeping in my bed. I'm sleeping in someone else's, on someone's couch. I'm not gonna jack off on their couch. Not gonna, you know, check everything I check, like while I'm out. You know, like I'm probably missing a bunch of YouTube videos and stuff because I watch that in the comfort of my room. You know, I watch that when I'm chilling out. That's the nice thing about having.
I've moved in with Hope now. Now I get to watch my YouTube videos on my couch. That's the only thing that's changed.
Yeah, like I need that sensation of coming home and being like, you know, I'm coming home. And so if I, you know, the idea of having an apartment, I feel like I struggle to think of that as like a home base because you're surrounded by other people.
Yeah.
You're in a building that's everyone's place. It's not your place, you know. A small house has much more of that feeling. But even like Hope's house, she's pretty close to her neighbors, you know?
Yeah, but you don't really feel that.
Sure, but you still have that sensation of like, you know, if I scream right now, the next door neighbor will hear me.
No.
You've said that you hear them fighting over there.
Yeah, but you fuck them. Like, I scream all the time at Hope's house. It's amazing. I'm an idiot. It's beautiful.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying I'm worried about like them like disrupting them or anything. I just don't want to know that there's people there. Yeah. You know, I don't want to know that anyone is close enough to my fortress to interrupt it. You know, I want to feel like everybody's miles away. Like if I told everyone, don't come up here for the next 2 days, you know, I could be alone in solitude. You know, and so I feel like an RV will give me a mobile version of that. I mean, it's granted, you know, the walls aren't the thickest. It's not a big stone structure. It's not something that's just impregnable and solid like a house. But it is something that people will stay away from. No one's gonna come fuck with your RV, you know. You're just gonna park it away in a place.
God,
and no matter how much exploring I do,
fucking guys.
No matter how much I go out and gallivant about the town and take all the public transport and go meet all these other people, I just want to know that when I come back to that mobile fortress, it will be exactly how I left it. It will be perfectly set up for anything I want to do. You know, I want to come back in there and I want to plop down and have instant access to all the things I care about and instantly be able to record vlogs and podcasts and everything I want to do, you know. So that if I say let's say I like spend 8 hours of the day out and about, I can come home and like have 4 hours of just boom, let's do 3 podcasts in a row, you know. Yeah. Let's get work done. That's what I'm hoping for. And I think it would be beautiful. That's why I really want to be able to afford the RV, because I have such a great vision of it, but I just don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work out that way, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I have a suspicion it might not. I have a sneaking suspicion I can't afford it. At least not yet, you know. And I mean, maybe it's something I could do in the future. Like, if it doesn't work out this time, I can just get a place, see what that's like for a while, and then eventually get one. You know, I just don't want to be tied down. And my other plan, if it doesn't work out, is that there's a type of, what the hell did Dad call those places that he was describing to me?
I don't remember.
It's basically a hotel that you rent by the month. You know, like it's like in between a hotel and an apartment. But you can rent these places monthly.
They're designed for people on business stays and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, who have to go to a place for a month.
Exactly. And like, it would be unfortunate to have the amount of neighbors that a hotel has, you know, and the amount of like, I can't just fuck around and destroy this place.
Yes.
Because I want something I can destroy. That's how I feel the most at home, is knowing I can kind of wreck it.
Yeah.
Like, that was what was beautiful about this house when we moved in, is that it was like, we own this. You know, like, this is our place. We can change it. Like, we fucking painted a room to be a fucking castle. You know? Like, we had carte blanche to do whatever we wanted with this place. So, like, you know, nailing something to my ceiling was doable, and I wasn't going to get in trouble for it, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to have this place for long term, if not forever. So, like, you know, I want that, and I don't think I'll get that level from an RV. Like, I can't just fucking nail things to it, because I'm probably going to be leasing it for, you know, and probably going to have to trade it in at some point. Like, I probably won't pay off the whole thing, because if I'm getting a 10-year lease, I doubt I'm going to live in an RV for 10 fucking years. You know, that's not a thing, not a lifestyle I see myself keeping up for more than 3 to 5 years at the most, you know? Like, at some point, I'm going to want to settle down or go to Japan or something, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't see living that way forever, but, you know, God, it would be cool to do it for a while. So we'll see. I mean, if I can't afford it, I might just go live in monthly hotels until I can afford it, you know? Assuming those aren't crazy expensive.
Oh shit, you ready to fight a tough spirit man?
Oh, next time I did.
Look at his big old hammer. He's got a big old hammer.